Welcome to Centralia, Pennsylvania, a town once ravaged by fire, now turned tourist destination. Unlike most tourist towns, however, this one is destined for death. Having lost its zip code in 2002, once its remaining residents pass on, Centralia will cease to exist. In spite of this, tourists keep flocking to Centralia, many whom leave their mark upon what is now known as the Graffiti Highway. With no services to manage this influx of visitors, Centralia has become a place where pretty much anything goes. And with no hope for the future, the people of Centralia have no choice but to watch in silence as their town is slowly destroyed.
Hey sightseers, we're standing currently here in Centralia, Pennsylvania, and I'm having to yell because there's somebody driving like a maniac here. It is like Mad Max beyond Thunderdome out here. I'm just saying.
With no local police force on duty, people have taken up to driving their off-road vehicles all around Centralia.
See what I mean about Mad Max beyond Thunderdome? It is totally crazy out here.
There's only one other place I can think of that's as crazy as this, and that's Slab City.
Some of the crazy graffiti here in Centralia.
Without local law enforcement around to enforce rules, of course people are going to take up to graffitiing.
I'm guessing some of it's recent.
Recent is right. Some of that graffiti was still wet from whomever spray painted it on. Oh, and in the background you can hear some of the partygoers whooping it up for the night.
Now somebody did one hell of a burnout. Walking on Graffiti Highway here in Centralia. You can see everybody's spray painting it up.
As you can see, the graffiti artists have taken to painting other items beyond the road, such as the guardrail and the surrounding foliage. And I suppose none of this is good for the environment, except we're now walking on what is a toxic wasteland, a toxic dump from the fire. So in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter?
Of course, you got your total jack wagons. I'm being nice, not saying what I really think of some of the people out here. No wonder the residents, the few remaining residents of Centralia, are upset by all the people coming in as tourists and taking over their town, or, you know, what's left of the town.
Not to be a total Debbie Downer or fun sucker, if you will, but we have to remember, people still live here.
It looks like we've got the remnants of a foundation here. So you can see the steps going up. The trees have all grown up around it. And it's currently being used as a watering hole for people that have to take a whiz, but this must have been a spot where a house stood at one time.
Not everyone who comes to Centralia is there to cause further destruction. There are those who come simply to remember the past.
Coming up on an old fire hydrant.
Maybe we should move it over next to that foundation and put a sign on it that says men. Over here, we've got the lucky number 17, or maybe the spot where some of the gases were being vented off.
I stumbled upon this trail, kind of wondering where it leads to. Looks like there's a huge clearing just beyond that stone fence.
As you can see, it's possible to find remnants of Centralia that have been left untouched. I made it over using my ninja-style skills. Looking around, it's hard to believe that this cemetery exists here in Centralia, but I assure you, it does.
Based on the names on the headstones, I'm thinking it might be either Greek or Russian Orthodox cemetery. I'll have to climb over the fence here, or the stones, and take a peek to see what the name of the cemetery is. You can hear a ton of activity in the background. Apparently this must be a popular place here on the weekend to visit. I found the gate and I have amazing cell signal up here, so I was able to Google it, and it appears this is a Russian Orthodox cemetery and that the church burned down.
Could have fooled me. Some of these names look Polish.
We're at the one remaining church here in Centralia. It is clearly marked that they don't want any trespassers. Obviously, they want to maintain respect for the church, for the parishioners, for the people that are still here. And we're going to do that. We're not going to walk up on it. We're just going to maintain a respectful distance and appreciate what remains from afar.
Looking at how well kept these few relics from the past are, it is obvious to me that the people left here in Centralia still care very deeply for their community and for what once was.
I'm guessing that is, according to the sign, a former entryway tunnel into the coal mine. Alright, so we're out looking around and came across this.
I'm guessing it's a shrine of some sort. It almost looks like there's a foundation there.
We're standing at the shrine that was built by Michael Riley Sr. and it's still maintained by the Riley family here in Centralia.
The fact that these places are still kept up by the few people remaining here signifies something that I did not realize at the start of this video, and that is hope, no matter what, cannot be destroyed as long as it lives in the hearts of those who believe.
Well, that looks like a fun puddle to take your Jeep or your off-road vehicle through. I wonder if they're going to make an attempt. Should we wait and see? That's how it's done, folks. Ready then. Hey, that's big stuff back in Wisconsin. Fun times.